We need some intro music, Jim. Oh wait. Jim just ow.
What the hell?
Do 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 do. Be Allegre. Okay. Welcome to Arcade Hangout.
We'll fix it in post. It's all right.
Yeah. Fix it in post, Jim. Fucker.
We think we're starting and everybody leaves.
That's what happens when a graphics guy goes and gets a pizza or a sandwich or something. So anyway, welcome to the Arcade Hangout. We are a bunch of collectors and MAME players that like to
MAME player singular.
Yeah. We like to talk about arcade games and movies and fixing shit in arcades and all sorts of stuff and beer and drinking. And that's what we do. So come join us and talk about arcade games and beer and movies. Thank you for joining us. We're the longest running arcade podcast. We are
running a live arcade podcast on YouTube.
Yes, we are episode 135. Thank you for joining us, all three of you. And
busy show today.
I see you got a thumbs up already.
Yeah, did anybody post?
Yes.
Did we post it on KLV?
Wait, all three of them. Did you?
Yeah, I did, Carrie.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Have you guys checked our bounce rate lately?
Oh, Slip,
I'm pretty sure.
in the chat. He's here. We talked about CAX last week. That event's come and gone. It was a good time, but now we have Grinkers coming up in just a few months, and we're really excited about that. And if you don't know what Grinkers is, it's a get together we do once a year in Idaho, Eagle, Idaho, and it's a barcade. And if you
it's just
come join
over
us,
2 months away, in fact.
It's 2 months away.
That's crazy.
So it's October 12th and 13th.
Now, where can people go if they want to attend the event? Where do they go to find out information on this, Gak? What's the website? Crap. We need a .com. We gotta have a meeting about that shit.
Yeah.
Because then at least
about that shit.
Well, we have
need
a Facebook thing, but I never post anything there. I think it's all on Orange Whip, kind of the.
Oh shit.
But,
okay, well we need a.
I'll buy a domain. I'll do it right now while we're talking.
We need a greenfest.com or something like that.
The voice from the sky. Right?
Yeah. Arcade event.com.
No. Check and see if it's available.
Yeah, that probably is.
Too generic, sorry.
Yeah.
How about arcadeevent.tv?
So for the time being, really, it was originally intended to be a KLV meetup. I mean, I've heard Steve say that multiple times.
What's KLV?
Yeah, that's Killer List of Video Games.
Thank you.
Steve purposely turns off his local advertising to not have much of a local crowd show up. He wants this to be kind of like a get together of all us like-minded collectors and players from all over the country and world to show up there. So
we all fly or drive long distances to get there.
So he's asked us not to promote it too much outside of KLV, in fact. So because we do kind of feels like we're kind of borderline getting to be too many people, but it's all good. We have over 100 people, 130 people in that range. So it's a sweet spot.
The thing is, though, is that the people that listen to the show might want, because remember when John used to promote it? Yeah, there was YouTube fucks that would come. I'm sorry, YouTube people would come. And,
no,
I
don't have the accurate term.
Yeah, we don't have that those people anymore. So the people that do watch this show, that there are a few that don't know Club. Like when we were at CAX, I was talking to what's his name? Websterware. And I go, hey, are you gonna come to Grinkers? He's all, what's Grinkers?
Because he's not part of the KLV group. Yeah.
And I told him about it, and he got really excited. He goes, oh, that sounds really fun. And he goes, where do I get information about that? I'm like, you
got to become a member of the KLV first.
Tune in. You got to pay a fee to be part of that. And so I wish we had a website that had the information, at least links to go to Clav or something. Yeah. We need something for this. So we'll talk about that offline. Anyway, go to Claw for now, and go to the forum, go into general discussion, and then go do a search.
If you just do a search for Grinkfest, you'll be able to
Grinkers.
find it.
Sorry, what's the domain for this magical website you guys are talking about?
It's
Somebody owns Grinkfest.com. What bastard did that?
Really?
Yeah, there is a different
Mark
Grinkfest.
Wahlberg.
That's
Oh, I
So
think that's the one where...
KLV is actually forums.arcade-museum.com. That's
Jesus.
Thank
killer
you.
list of
Oh my
video
God,
games
that's too
website.
complicated.
That's embarrassing. That's like a 1990s link. We need a one-word.com.
At
whatever.
tripod.com.
Yeah.
What?
Geonet or whatever.
Put some numbers on
MySpace.
Anyway,
So if you just search
MySpace might be
Grinkfest or
available.
Grinkfest 6, this year is the 6th year doing it.
yes,
And
it's a
Arcade
lot of
Hangout's
fun.
hosting it. And we were just talking about it for almost an hour there offline about some of the plans we're doing. So,
Spoilers.
yeah.
We
So,
talked before the show.
Yeah.
It gets better and bigger every year, and it's a lot of fun.
Yep.
And out of all the events I go to, it's the most fun, I
Nice.
think. So,
That's a good one, Leo.
so anyway, so I posed the question that we could talk about is, what are you most excited about this year, going to Grinkers 2018? And let's push the question to Andrew.
My hand was up. I'm excited. We have,
Ooh, that was a loud one.
4 Grinkers this year. We have 2 very exciting, never before tried tournaments, side tournaments of some kind that we're putting together, which we can't even announce right now. But I am bursting at the seams
Naked
Prove
Pac-Man.
to talk about.
Prove it. Show us the seams.
It'd be like in that movie Joysticks that strip.
Maybe if you don't show up, you're never going to find out. So no, so those 2 side tournaments that we've hinted at. Actually, if you're I can't say this with a straight face. If you're a dedicated follower of this show,
We're looking at all 4 of you.
there's not one. So, but
Anymore.
if you actually know our history, there's one of these tournaments actually has been talked about a few times in previous shows. So that one won't be a surprise, but we're actually working on that one and a brand new one, which we're going to be doing our pilot tournament at Grinkers this year. So I'm very excited.
And that's on top of the 3. And they're not meant to be big, long things that we're doing. They're kind of like short time, kind of fun little side things. So the all the main stuff is still there. The main tournament, the black and white side tournament, and then another challenge that we try to make it different every year, whether it's a manufacturer or some kind of theme to the games, like what was it, Love Hate?
The Love Hate tournament. Yep.
That's a lot of little tournaments currently going on.
We do, yeah. Well, it is a weekend of tournament extravaganza. I mean, Grinkers.
So if you do shitty at one, you might do better at the other. It's like
and
if you do shitty at all of them, just go to the bar.
And honestly, I mean, I think the last couple of years there's been around 130 people show up, and maybe 30 or 40, maybe 50 do like every single game that's in the tournament.
Yeah,
that they at least submitted one score of every game. So it's like not even half the people are there really necessarily for the tournament. It's just kind of like part of the event.
It's a party. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
and so our NAT events, which we still maybe do like a sole separate like NAT tournament as well. We haven't even talked about that, but like last year we did the blindfolded Frogger cocktail and fire truck, and I think Time Runner, you did pretty well at that.
And I didn't even have my butt plug with me.
I think
I don't know.
You might have actually gotten like the unofficial world record on that with
Whatever happened to that?
Yeah.
That was Till, I think he was with.
Yeah.
So
You guys were like in unison.
That was
You
weird.
guys were in the zone.
so maybe we'll do another one of those tournaments, those little one-off Saturday afternoon kind of like goofball tournaments, which they're a ton of fun. We've done them several times now, and they've all, I think, gone off very well. So yeah, maybe that'll happen. But these are 2 brand new. We've never even tried them.
I like it.
I'm excited.
Oh, play the whole thing.
I didn't want Andrew was off in his. I just had to sneak a
was on a
little.
roll.
Just play it.
So Andrew, that's what you're most excited about.
I'm most excited for our 2 new side tournaments.
Tease.
So you're going to be introduced.
All right, now I'll play.
I know something I won't tell. I won't tell. I won't tell. I know something I won't tell. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
The end is the best.
Yeah.
this is a. Stay tuned. Basically.
Proceed.
Yes, we are crystallizing the ideas for these things, and we'll have more to talk about in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve Barbie owns greenfest.com. Maybe we can borrow it.
Oh, does he?
Who's that guy?
Oh, does he now?
I mean, Steve from Grinkers. I don't know who this Steve Barbie is. Never mind.
Yeah, that's you're like doxing him.
Steve Barbera from
Samsonite. I was way off.
Hanna-Barbera. Yeah.
what?
That's great, Mark. Mark, what are you excited about for Grinkfest this year? You're showing
Oh
up, right?
shit! You
Oh, hey, you know what's funny? My wife. Thanks. Today, my wife discovered she was looking at the Galaga artwork, and she just realized that those things are ships. You know, that are flying around with the eyes and the
Instead of
like just random artwork. You know, she thought they were like abstract objects. And today she's like, "Holy shit, that's a ship!" And I'm like, "Oh man, I can't wait till
Wow. Yeah.
I can't wait to rail you in front of the entire internet.
Yes. Oh, I don't know what that means.
Oh, hey.
Wait.
Special site for that.
That was a gaming term.
Railed me. Okay,
Or
with a
is
rail
it?
gun or
Like railgun. Yeah. Like
okay,
one shot,
yeah, that's my favorite
It's that
gun.
one from across the map, like one shot.
I love it. I know, and it's just a bar that just. Yeah, I love the railgun.
Sorry.
Yeah. What about you, Andrew? What are you most excited about?
Well, that's
another pass back.
I did.
Bam.
I did
Double
actually
dare.
just spend the first 10 minutes of the show talking about our 2 awesome new side tournaments, which I'm super excited for. But what I really like to hear about is what are you excited about?
Triple dare.
Damn it. Well, I think I really want to know what Leo is excited about.
I really want to know what. I'm always love.
Hello?
Oh shit! I am now wearing my beer.
That boy.
I'm looking forward to the Warlords one-off
yeah.
challenge. The 4-player $1.
Ooh, yeah, the dollar.
Me too. I love
Yeah,
that.
that's
so much
always love
Yep.
that. That's always a blast. Every night that's going on, it's just that's what I'm always looking forward to.
All you have to
I'm
do
really
is
forward to-
listen.
You're really looking forward to Brad taking all of our money because he's the only sober person. playing.
Yeah, we get into the Brad
Rooster.
rule. Yeah,
There needs to be like a
Too.
yeah.
Stay
You
away
have
from
to be
Rooster
drinking.
and Orange Whip.
you have to be drinking while playing the game. That's
Rooster
the new
can
rule.
play no matter how fucked up he is, but
Yeah.
Orange Whip doesn't drink at all, so
Yeah.
it'll be good no matter what.
I'm looking forward to what Chris is looking forward to.
So I was fortunate enough to get to go out there at the end of May. So I did get to see some of the process of the expansion.
That's what I was going to say.
That's one of the ones I'm pretty excited about seeing. Is, okay, Mock, you gonna talk over me again?
Sorry.
Yeah, checking out all the new expansion games. I know he's got some pretty rare ones that hopefully make it in there. We'll see. So with that, go ahead, Mock.
I'm not looking forward to anything.
Yeah.
I was going to say the expansion to see what 50 more games or whatever are going to be in there, because that's about it.
The funny thing is that Mock came up with this question.
I know. I should have answered it first.
Right.
That's right.
Or, yeah.
It's true. You come up with a question, you get to serve, which means
I'm looking forward to getting a special something in my VIP
Mock.
and then
Special
breaking
word.
It's not that good.
Restroom.
Yeah, there you go.
Doc, weren't you interested in checking out the expanded restroom?
Yeah, that's it. I can't wait to go. Take a
you
big
stole
shit.
my answer.
Oh my god!
Damn it!
Stall number 3. I can't wait.
I hope
Yeah.
Steve installs
Three?
extra tall doors so Andrew can't look down on me while I'm taking a shit.
Again.
Again.
Those don't exist. He's gonna have to like frame and drywall the whole fucking bathroom. Every stall will have to be drywalled.
Yeah,
I can't help it.
I haven't seen it, but the rumor I heard was that he added 2 more urinals, which is great. But the sad part is they're all facing each other.
Yeah. You get to hold.
You have to high five each other while you're taking a leak.
It's like the Eiffel Tower of urinals.
I'm just gonna wear an adult diaper and piss all day in it. Never have to go in the bathroom ever.
I mean, I don't even know why urinals are important because you guys just piss all over the floor and walls anyway.
Oh,
I pissed
We're
directly
a
in the
drawer.
sink, dude.
Dude, I saw what you guys did to Jim in my bathroom at Brofest
Oh man.
That's true.
And yeah.
and
Yeah.
smelled it for 2 more days.
Hey, what about the Grinkers when the bathroom flooded because of the drain got?
Oh,
Someone clogged the toilet with a big turd, and then like.
Why does that mean?
It was a Three Musketeers bar. So
Yeah.
Steve,
Baby Ruth.
a baby.
Steve put a guard in front of the door. Said all she said all day, the whole time was, "Don't flush."
Yeah.
You can piss, but
Don't
just don't
flush
flush.
Piss, don't flush.
Fucking gross.
It's like someone just shat out like one of those perfect sandwiches from Grinkers into
But after you've had,
and it just
you've
like
had
like
like,
right up.
after you've been drinking all day, like you kind of forget.
You're backed up with nothing but bread, meat, and beer.
Yeah.
I got a spicy
Any
Italian.
one of those is bad enough all by itself too.
Yep.
A spicy Italian that's pushing its way out.
Is that Steve's way?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve's way.
Double meat, double cheese.
Steve's way is or the highway. Yeah. Oh yeah,
I'll
that's
have
the
the
other thing.
plugged up
Insider
special.
information. Yeah, if you want a really good Grinker sandwich, the spicy Italian Steve's way is not on the menu. Spicy Italian is, but not Steve's way.
It will
So-
destroy you.
Somebody
and
remind
it is really good.
I initially
What's the
thought it was
difference?
only pastrami was Steve's way, but I guess there's a couple sandwiches you can do that's Steve's
I
way.
think it's double meat, double cheese.
That's basically Steve's way.
Oh.
Have it Steve's way at Grinkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have it Steve's way. Yep. Yep. So, anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to the trip. It'll be fun to see all you fuckers again.
We don't see enough of each other all the time.
Yeah.
Is it Tuesday already? God.
I'm calling in sick.
I've used enough sick days on Wednesday.
Brad must be sick the fuck of us, man.
I'm calling it sick to the show so I can show up to work on time tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. To try that some week. You know.
Yeah, someday. After
So,
30
did anybody
years.
talk to Brad about starting to post some pictures about like before and afters or befores at least?
Of his
I love
arcade
the-
or of
Oh
him?
yeah. Yeah.
I love the question,
right.
the new question, but like we haven't finished the show question.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
So
I mean,
yes, let's come back to Brad because
Rail.
yeah. But-
all right. Okay, so who hasn't answered the question yet?
Everybody.
I thought everyone answered it.
I love the proximity.
Jim,
Carrie?
Dave, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Although
Well,
I
I
didn't.
think it was past the time runner twice, but he never answered.
I answered.
All right,
That your
all right,
wife?
I'll ask it one more time here. That's the final.
Okay, wait. So who'd you pass it to?
Carrie.
Carrie.
All
all
right.
right. Sorry.
Sound
and then-
like Griffin.
I'm looking forward to
Carry runner.
selling never two hungovers for like $20 a pop and making a cool grand on there.
There you go.
Wow. I haven't bought any in a while. I have to buy some.
Just
Yeah,
ship 'em
I
right
swear
there.
that
Yeah.
they- They taste. I
No,
think they taste a little better.
she'll
now that
buy.
they're-
You'll have all your never two
They taste-
hungovers, but you'll just forget to bring them.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, you have them shipped. I'm gonna have them shipped early. This
Carrie, I
year.
thought you were looking forward to not having any flight delays this year.
Yes. yes,
Mm.
yeah,
Well, that's not
exactly.
going to
We're getting-
happen.
Oh, great! You had to bring it up. You had to bring it up.
Damn it.
Well,
And
all I
now,
can
now
say
you're
is,
getting your red backpack.
hey, hopefully I get a voucher.
Yeah.
Hey, the perk to that is that maybe I'll get a voucher. Maybe Delta will get it again.
Yeah.
Necros is
$600
asking if there's anybody that sells Never Too Hungover in Boise.
And
Uh,
GNCs.
Yeah,
yeah,
Carrie.
GC,
Center,
we
yeah.
usually buy out.
But you can
Get it on
Amazon and you can do
Amazon,
Amazon and have
yeah.
it drop ship to an
Hotel.
address.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
do
that's
it like
true, 'cause
3
they
or
have those
4 days
boxes.
ahead of time.
Yeah.
That's a good idea because they have those pickup boxes. I was like, I don't know, could we ship them to Grinkers? But no, we one of the
I just
lockers,
got
Amazon
some
lockers.
myself. No.
Nice.
Oh.
Drinkade.
Well, I had it shipped
the
right to the
Drinkades-
hotel.
I think that the Drinkades taste better. I think that they slightly
They
changed
haven't
the.
approved it.
And
It
I
does taste
don't
different.
notice the difference. But
Yeah.
But
So
I
it
never
was
thought they were
formerly
as
known
atrocious
as Number
you
2
did.
Hungover. Now it's
Yeah.
called Drinkade. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, therefore you can just whip these
Oh
out in
my
front
God.
of anyone, and it's not you're not a lush. Yeah.
No, it tastes
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Richard's in his
Drinkade.
balls in his 20s.
Yeah.
No, now,
As opposed to his 60s. Yeah.
now they're Richard Simmons waxed balls. They're not. Yeah.
Lightly powdered with
Yeah. This is
Oh,
like original Simmons, not Simmons. Sweating
Not
the
great.
oldies.
right. Well, maybe Richard Simmons has kind of disappeared, and there's been some conjecture as to where he is and how's
Oh,
he
yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just it. Maybe he has a new career.
That's his-
Doing a little ball dipping. Over in
Yeah.
the Drinkades.
God.
Owned by the Richard Simmons. What? No, I was kidding.
He's wringing out his sweaty leg warmers in
I was
his
gonna say, he's running on a treadmill with the funnel underneath his
It's,
balls.
it's like
nasty.
it's like Charlie the Chocolate Factory. Every like 1 in a billion boxes contains an article of clothing worn by Richard Simmons.
Got these red and white dolphin shorts in mine. What a
Yeah.
prize.
A couple of
It's like-
ginger curly cues in it too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, that reminds me of a joke. Why is pubic hair curly?
Why?
Why?
So you don't poke your eye out.
Oh, Steve, you never told us jokes at CAC.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
I
too
got
damn
lost.
shit faced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and we never really got together as much at the on Saturday night.
Well,
Yeah.
Because Keith and Kevin went
The
to bed.
hookers. Oh.
As soon as
Oh.
you guys went to play games, they turned to me and said, "We're going to bed."
Oh, geez.
Lame.
I'm like, "They're such old men."
Hard, yeah. Get off my lawn. Yeah. All right, so I'll also
Whatever.
add that I'm very I'm really looking forward to actually the side tournament stuff because I'm after talking about some of the things that are in the works. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so much fun. It is totally. And I don't usually get excited about the tournament-y stuff because I suck at it. So it's like, but this what things that we talked about. Oh my god, it's going to be so much fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah. We have surprises, Nick.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's kind of designed to be kind of quick and fun, like not drawn out for hours and hours, and you're worried about like, oh, I want to get top 3, and I got to play more
I
of this
still have
game. or
3
whatever.
scores to put in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
Oh,
kinda-
there's a place
kinda
for that.
hard.
I know we're live, but I must say that just focusing on that and not doing the main tournament because of all the games was actually a lot of fun last year.
Mhm.
Oh, the Nat thing we did?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, the girls had a lot of fun because they didn't
And
play
it's
in the
not
tournament.
this crazy
Yeah.
time commitment. That's my thing. Like even to get through every game that's in the tournament takes a long time.
Like a day. You have to spend a day just to play all the games.
just to
let
get
alone
through
Yeah.
them.
perform
Yeah.
well at them. Yeah.
I think wasn't there like 4 or 5 girls that played in it for Nat?
Yeah.
We had Carrie.
Every
and,
girl that was there.
I wasn't
every girl.
there because I was waiting to fly into Idaho. I missed
Oh,
the
that's
entire
right. You
night.
were gone.
I missed
Yeah.
the whole tournament.
That-
That was a
the
daily.
whole tournament.
Oh, yes,
Wait,
it was the whole tournament.
Mark, didn't Sam join the tournament?
No,
Inside
she was at the bar being accosted by people, and so
Wait,
Austin.
accosted or costing?
accosted.
Okay,
Is
thank you.
Is that the past of accost? I think it is.
Yeah.
Austin.
I don't know who it was. Somebody told her like they gave her a hug, and they said, "Oh, you smell better than I thought you would." And I don't know,
Jeez.
I don't know who the hell this was.
And
Is
then
that a
Mark,
compliment or not? I don't know.
I don't know. She did not take it well.
No, I bet not.
Oh.
Dave, that wasn't nice to say.
It wasn't some
asshole.
Yeah,
that was going in the back pocket.
and then she kicked him in the nuts.
And then what else did Sid Seattle tell her?
Oh, wait, he can't make that joke.
yeah. No, she's looking forward to
Seattle.
the wives, Vonnie especially, Nick,
Yeah.
Slick Nick's wife. They
wife is
they
awesome.
really bond together. So
Bonnie's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
All the
Sil-
girls there are awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think
Flashback
Oh, yes.
Hector and Sylvia are going to be able to make it.
yeah, I
this year.
heard
I
that.
know.
Like
Going to
a-
a concert, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was happy to
concert.
see them at CAX for
like a
that
suicidal
reason.
tendencies, is it? Something like that. Something they
Yeah,
have.
they're going to some concert. They're always
Yeah.
going to a concert.
I wouldn't miss Grinkers if Elvis came back from the dead and was playing.
It looked
Fuck
terrible.
that guy.
I know, right? He'd want to go too if he knew about it. We just tell him and he'd show up.
Mark, don't you manage his Facebook or his Twitter account?
Elvis? Not
Oh,
anymore.
Anymore.
Colonel Parker is involved. I don't know.
So, all right, Carrie, who?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it to Jimbo.
What? You can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Seems
never.
fair.
Well, everyone said most of everything. And this is going to sound really freaking weird, but there's a smell to that place when you first walk in the door.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to that. Just walking
Yeah.
through the door, and it's like, wow,
The aroma. Right?
The
You want-
aroma.
I was
There's
I was
some-
I
thinking,
love the
yeah,
aroma.
like the walk there, and then you go in there. Yeah, that's a
yeah.
nice. Little,
Can you
yeah.
like bottle that up? Because that's freaking awesome. Like, there's nothing like it. Like, you can be
It's pine
blindfolded and walk
sol.
through that
I don't
door.
know why it would smell like pine sol because they have carpet.
It's a smell of the games or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's old
a-
games and like
PCBs.
years of Simple Green and
Oh, I love the smell. It smells clean.
mouse piss and whatever. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Pizza that fell behind the
wafting a
super
little bit.
pack.
Yeah. Formaldehyde.
a
No.
little bit too close to the bathroom.
Yeah. The buried body.
But I'm looking forward to that first moment. There, I don't know. There's nothing like it.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there totally
Yeah.
is that thing where it's like you walk in from the bright outside into the
Mhm.
dark, warm glow of Grinkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the first game, I
It's
always
like a-
see
it's a
is
drug.
that off
It's coming
off-road
home, yeah.
game.
It's a drug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like
just-
off-road
trip.
and Tempest.
Iron Stewart off-road is the first thing I see when I walk in.
But
Yeah.
like, this is what let's see, 3, 4, 5. This is 6, right? That we're doing.
Yep.
6.
Okay, so like every year though,
Oh.
like I look forward to that because after the first year, there's just it's a distinct. I don't know, it's a distinct smell, and
Mhm.
it's just exciting.
Hey, Mark, is Sam coming this year?
Absolutely.
Did she have fun
Nice.
last time?
Yeah, she loves it.
It's
She does?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
we-
not
you
bored.
guys are coming.
You
I
know,
assume Adam's
yeah,
coming.
well,
right?
she's not getting-
my wife
she's not
has a
getting a
very expressionless face, but she has that's her face. So she
Until you
It's
insult
a
her.
calm
So she's really having a good time.
yeah. She's
But
not
most
like
wives
she's
would
never
be
like,
bored
"Woo!"
silly.
like this. you know.
Actually, I think I actually have seen her say that woohoo.
yeah.
It was just once, but yeah.
Mark, who else is? I assume Adam's coming back again.
I'm trying to talk him into it. I definitely don't think
What? How do you have to talk someone into that going
Well,
back?
I don't know. I mean, he went to MGC and a few of the other, like more localized ones in the Midwest. I want to do another podcast. What's that?
And they hold a feather to Grinkers?
I know.
They do not. And I even just went to Southern Fried Gaming Expo, and no offense to anybody, but it was very, very con-ish, like a Comic Con.
Yeah, Comic-Con or whatever. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, Grinkers definitely feels just like an 80s arcade. There's just no way out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Except for there's
I
a
don't know
bar
how
in the
you-
middle of
it's
it.
hard-
Which
Yeah,
just
it
makes it
definitely-
more
it
awesome.
definitely
Yes.
Right? Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it's like the ideal 80s arcade.
Hey,
You're all about to drink and there's games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
time-
really captures that.
I know. I
is-
set all my red lights to the same, red tint that Steve's got going on. So
Oh, that inspired me and Andrew, I think, too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
you're-
I have
you're-
the I have red lights and things which are not covering
wow.
these ones, but yeah.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, but all these other events, they really make you appreciate how Drinkers captures that feel, because and it makes you realize how difficult it is with all the barcades and stuff, and how none of them have that feel, but Drinkers does. Like, wow.
Yeah.
I agree.
No, and again, it's always seems like it's the bar first and the arcade second, and Grinkers. I know I've said this for fucking the last 6 years.
Yeah,
you've never said it.
I know.
First
Say it
time.
again. Grinkers is arcade first, bar second.
Yes.
The arcade is always way more impressive.
Is Dan Reed coming? Do you know? I
Oh
haven't
my
heard
God.
from him.
Dan Reed doesn't even participate in the podcast because he's been so busy at work. Like, as a joke
word.
now, we call him during the show just to see if he'll
Fuck
pick
with
up.
him.
Yeah, he picked up during the Eugene Jarvis interview, but otherwise, no, not so much.
Wow.
By the way, you
Killing him, man.
totally have to get Eugene Jarvis to come on here. He is a blast.
yeah.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
Playing
I would have to
shooter shit.
I'd have to close out of my soundboard because it'd be too tempting to be playing.
Oh man, I don't know if you could get a word in edgewise. The dude was like on a frickin' roll.
Wow. Are you going to do your podcast from Grinkers again?
Well, I mean, if I'm by myself, it'll be weird. So
Oh, is your counterpart?
may dress up as Bob Zarson.
Well, we'll
and I
turn the
can do-
tables. You can join ours. We've
Yeah.
Tried,
Oh,
we've
there you
tried
go.
doing one for the last 3 years, and it never.
Yeah.
Never really happened. Yeah.
We get too drunk.
Yeah.
Which actually is like most Tuesday
It's fun.
nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with us not doing a podcast from there. Yeah.
But the thing is,
I don't
like,
think
we're
we
usually
got
doing
to
so
care
much
enough.
other work and stuff
Yeah.
at the time. That's
All the stuff
hard to-
leading up to it, coordinating
Yeah.
and prepping and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
once
have-
it starts,
talked
you
about
kinda-
like setting up setting
Yeah.
up like a camera, just a stream, like just put
Like
it
a
up
periscope
like a
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
like a fisheye lens or something, and just
Yeah.
it doesn't have to. It doesn't.
We talked
have
about
to
doing
be
that for
anywhere.
Nat last year, but it didn't happen.
Like, you don't need to actually be
Seven.
like, oh, we need to cover this event, because then it becomes work. But you could just mount a camera,
Yeah.
Yeah.
webcam somewhere.
Yeah. The Grinkers
You have decent
webcam.
internet. Yeah.
How-
The
Hey,
great camera.
is the internet getting better at Grinkers? That
Live
was an
stream.
improvement.
That actually is a part of the problem of doing a live stream from there. Is
Yeah.
the internet. Kind of
There goes my idea boner.
Wah, wah.
But maybe he improved it. He's expanding.
Unless you get your own hotspot and you have good coverage there.
You gotta
Yeah,
get like
Your
a,
hotspot, Gak.
Yeah, we could get
Yeah.
get a van with a satellite dish on the top.
There you go.
Come on. All you guys got hot spots. I know.
Hey, has someone posted a countdown yet on the thread?
No, not yet.
Because we're
I
like
thought that- yeah.
we're like 9 weeks away or something.
I think I did. I think I created
Yeah,
one.
you have a link.
Yeah, it's a link. I don't know how to actually show the link in the thread. So
I like the random gyrus noise. The trrrr in the background.
oh, on Dave. Yeah.
Yeah, from Dave.
Yeah, on first page there's a link to the countdown clock.
I realize
Oh,
that
look
half
at
my
here.
sounds that I don't play very often, I haven't actually adjusted the levels. So they're like ear piercing. Back when I normalized everything way too high.
Wah.
Hmm.
I normalize.
Not that anyone really cares. Yeah.
Okay. Has everyone answered the question, or
No, I need to pass it. Thank you, Leo, for
To,
keeping
to
me
whom?
on the rails. And thanks for using whom. I appreciate that.
Boom.
To whom?
Him or her?
I will pass it to Mr. Dave.
Anyone ever see Heaven Help Us when they go, to whom, brother? To whom? Nobody gets that reference.
Wait, who
80s
was
movie.
Heaven? I might
Heaven
have
Help Us,
seen
that,
it.
that was with Kevin. Of course you did. That's with
Yeah,
Kevin,
yeah.
Kevin
That's when he
Dillon.
gets
Kevin
spanked in the
Dillon.
ass.
Yeah, Andrew McCarthy, the brothers. To whom, brother? And he's spanking him with that paddle.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
whom,
yeah. I've seen
brother?
that.
Oh my
what
God.
was the question? What am I
First
excited
movie of
about?
1985. I'm
That
telling
was a great movie. I love
on.
that movie.
Yes, of course.
Love that movie. That's a great movie. When the one guy's whacking off in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
He's like, who's that? Oh, that's just Williams. He got caught playing with himself again. He's playing with himself in the classroom, and then Andrew McCarthy's in the stall, and he's out of toilet paper. Or no, not Andrew McCarthy. Another guy's in the stall, out of toilet paper, and he looks, and he sees these legs on the ground moving back and forth. Williams, is that you? And he's like, yes, because he's whacking off. He's like, do you have any toilet paper there? Oh, it's such a good movie. What was it? I was excited about Grinkers.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to playing Atari Subs in the expansion because I played it in the back room last year and I've never even heard of it.
The back room, huh?
Yes, because he just got it. Jack brought it, and I helped him move in the back. It wasn't working, and of course the techs got it working. And me and Adam, Arcade Radio Adam, me and him played it, and I'm like, this game is awesome. Loved it. Atari, I think it's made by Atari. I think.
Yeah.
Atari Subs, black and white. It's an awesome, crazy game.
There's a lot of games back there. That's a good point. And I was back there for, a bit because Buffett was working on fixing shit. And if you guys have, Buffett's not here, but
you just can't take your eyes off his tits.
He hasn't been back since he was banned, so we gotta like.
He does wear a
him.
shirt very nicely.
Buffett, come back.
Buffett, we miss you.
It was just a joke.
I was trying to.
I
was working on, I was talking with him about the Street Fighter games. I'm like, this was a little high. Like I was like, can you adjust this and this? It was funny, but it's very similar. It's like he's talking about arcade monitors, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, 2 hours has gone by. Unbanned Buffett. He's not banned.
He's not banned.
Yeah. Right.
He was never banned.
Maybe
And
he's
Gleek, why are you in
self-imposed.
chat? Gleek, you should be in here on the show.
You can't troll in your own IRC for this show.
Yeah,
He's heckling. He's
He's
heckling.
the ultimate power in there.
All right, let's
can
get back to
ban
structure. Who am I passing it to? Who
I
hasn't
think that's
gone?
everybody, is it?
That's everybody. Yeah.
I got. Speaking of Gleek, that's another thing I'm looking forward to is actually getting to see Gleek's reaction because that'll be his first time there.
Oh
this
my
year.
god.
Oh,
He has no idea what he's been missing out on.
He's gonna have a monkey boner.
And you know, we've been hyping this shit up, but you can't overhype this. I've discovered.
Right? Yeah.
No such thing as overhyping this.
No, not Grinkers.
Yeah, it's
And,
my favorite event.
So and Necros, this will be his first time there too. Yep. He just posted Grinker's Virgin. So
Brian, Brian. Yeah.
To draw like something on his face.
Yeah, I posted in Clav on the Grinkers thread in Clav. I posted that I was drunk a couple nights ago and posted
Really?
that I'll play anyone for Hey, I've been trying to dial it back because I've got a whole weekend of heavy drinking ahead of me, so I've been trying to dial it back. But there was the Street Fighter Championships for this last week, and Evo is the name of the tournament. It's the biggest fighting game tournament.
Maybe you've heard of it.
Maybe, yeah, it's the biggest fighting game tournament out of the year
in the world.
And they had a record-breaking 50 people from Japan come.
Oh my gosh!
From where?
Yeah.
The fucking Catalina winemaker.
And
Close enough.
And we'll put it this way, for the newest iteration of Street Fighter, there are over 2,500 participants that entered the tournament.
Oh.
So, anyways, I posted on Clav that I'm who wants to play me in Street Fighter for dollar beers, like per match, like for dollar beers, and no one responds, which I kind of other than like maybe one or two people. And freaking Brian Frober Necros posting there, I'd be happy to buy you dollar beers if you help me get good at that game.
Yeah, teach me how to play.
I thought that was pretty funny.
I think you keep buying your beers, and eventually he'll beat you because you'll be like, oh.
That's what happened. That's what happened like 2 years ago. I was playing these dudes, and I wanted.
The little dude who was like pumping every quarter into the game, and he was like, he kept coming back with more and more beers.
Yeah,
like
I wanted to leave. He chose Bison, who is like the broken character in Champion Edition. He's the most overpowered character in that game for people that don't know, and so it's real easy. It's fairly easy to win with him. And so he kept choosing him, and I was like, okay, good, because I really have to pee and I need to get a beer, and and I would win, And then finally I lose. And he's like, no, I'm going to go get you. You want a beer? I'll go get you a beer. Just let's keep playing. I'm like, fuck. And this went on for like a good half an hour.
He was sending friends of his to go get beers to come back.
Yeah.
He's like, here's
like,
a dollar.
Here's
a fucking $1. Go get this man another beer.
Yeah.
He's right here.
Like, God damn it. I wish at that point I wish beers were $5 a beer.
Right. And by the way, like this is Brian's first year. You guys need to keep on the down low about how we break versions into.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna tell him because he's a friend, but yeah. Okay.
This is So
spoilers.
Who for who?
Right. So yeah, if it's your first year, let us know because we got some pretty awesome things for you. I swear to God, it's gonna be awesome.
We got some things you can look up in Urban Dictionary. So
Special background.
Get an anal plug. It helps.
Damn it.
You might want to warm up for the first couple of years with a.
Just keep it in for all day, and then you'll be ready for it.
Relax everything.
Ready to go.
Wait, before I get too drunk, I have a little arcade news.
Is Deadpool related?
So we have like 2 minutes.
No, yeah, I've got
too late.
So what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, no.
2 minutes before you're too drunk.
I got two announcements.
All right.
One of them is the Deadpool pin from Sega.
Yeah.
All right. That was just announced. So if you go to YouTube and put in Deadpool Stern, I guess they'll have. So I know it's on Facebook. I don't know if it's on YouTube yet. But anyway, it looks okay. It looks interesting. I'm looking forward to see more footage of that. So that was rumored and kind of like Ghostbusters, where everybody kind of knew coming. So that's interesting. So I don't know if you guys care about that. But the other thing that I think you guys would be interested in is a Kickstarter that's happening right now, and it's for $35. That's like the lowest pledge to get this cool thing. Let me get the link here. People are making this really cool retro arcade pop-up book. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Oh yeah.
And it has, there it is. I have it in both chat and in. If you guys want to check out the Kickstarter, so it has like about 6 different arcade games. It's kind of pricey for what you get, but it is pretty cool. So they got like a Space Harrier or whatever. So when you open up the book, it actually turns into the sit-down arcade cab.
Huh. That's nice.
You know what I mean? So if you scroll down, you can see Power Drift, Space Harrier, Hang On, and has a little bit of information about the game and stuff in there. But it's kind of a cool idea that someone came up with a pop-up book for arcade games.
Yeah.
Super neat. They
I
had one page where it was a Star Trek, but they could never get it to run. So
Yeah.
it always caught on fire.
The book kept catching on fire.
Or a Tempest. So anyway, those are my 2 news items for this week.
Well, I just got speaking of Kickstarter for a news item. I just got updated. I supposedly will be receiving my first Replicade Centipede cabinet.
Oh,
roughly 4 weeks from today. So they said that they're going to get the stuff in now. They are done. They're being shipped to them and to be shipped to us. They're saying the beginning of next month. So hopefully,
nice.
4 weeks time, I will unveil an unboxing of a. You guys have seen that.
Yeah.
Wait, so you bought one of those, Andrew? One of those
You
little
were
ones?
talking about the seeds.
Yeah. So I
It's
got
like
on
the countertop one you're talking about. It's like a
They're
small.
like
It's a mini. It's a mini.
But it's
but
beautiful.
they're mini, but they're big. It's not like a mini. It's not like one of like the Colecos. It's like pretty tall. They're like 4-to-1 or 6-to-1. I don't remember the ratio.
How much was it again?
$100.
Oh wow. Okay.
10!
So yeah,
Not
so
to be confused with that other cabinet that just came out at Walmart that's like $300.
yeah.
Oh, everyone's talking about that. I was going to talk about that, but you guys would laugh at me, so I just.
That's what I was wondering.
You might have been a target of some jokes there.
Yeah, I wouldn't even buy that, and I'm a MAME lover.
Yeah, the 1/3 size balsa wood cabinets.
Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna be as cheap as that shitty one they had at Costco. Remember that one? It was like really thin cardboard crap, and oh god, it was just so awful.
I have that. You talking about the Midway one?
I don't know. Is it
Replicate? No, that's not Replicate. That's the little one.
No, I'm talking about the Costco thing.
Yeah.
Might be. It's really thin, cardboardy or thin wood. If you push on it too hard, it'll warp.
Right.
No, mine's not that shitty. It's pretty shitty, but
yet you're selling Tron and keeping that. What the fuck?
Well, you know what? The kids play it. It's got Tapper, Robotron, Sinistar. I'm a weird one with like deja vu. So I walk down here after my cigarette, and then I look at my Centipede, and the scores are not saved anymore, which I did pay to get that board repaired. But all of a sudden I sit down, and Andrew talks about Centipede. That shit fucking freaks me out. Which is I look down, I'm like, oh shit, the scores are like default. Like, where is the high scores that were in there? And I'm like, what the fuck?
Your kids are fucking with you.
No, it's supposed to save the top 3, right?
Top 3,
yeah.
Top 3. And I look and I'm like, it's Edward James David is the top one. Where's DSM, which is me? I'm like, what the fuck? It's only 16,000. So I don't know. What do I do? That's kind of crazy.
And I'm sure you guys caught the beginning of that Deadpool pin trailer, the 8-bit thing where he's walking by Berserk and Frenzy.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I saw a little teaser thing, but it was just like
right
the head bobblehead.
It's right at the beginning. It's like one of the animations, I think, from the screen in the backboard, the back glass screen, and it's like he's walking through I don't know if it's supposed to be an arcade or a bar or what, but there's 2 arcade machines in the background. Both happen to be Stern games, Berserk and Frenzy,
which kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cute.
Right.
I'll have to look for that now.
Yeah,
I didn't see much on, although I haven't looked today. But when they first sent the teaser out, they didn't show anything of a play field or give you any sense of what it was going to be like. I don't know if they've posted more now.
Not good enough.
It's just, exactly.
It looked like a bobblehead, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a bobblehead, and you try to shoot the pinball at the head, and
Wait, but can you imagine like the family friendly version of this game?
I know.
It's gonna have like an R-rated mode, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean
that's what I was thinking. Like with
though.
Yeah, like with
so there would be like I'm gonna make a Porky's pin, right? That's gonna be like sweet. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot the ball through the eye hole, right?
Yes.
And then
Revenge of the Nerds,
right?
Yeah.
And then here comes.
That's my pie.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But actually, it's gonna be like the PG. It's the TV version of Porky's.
Did they have that?
Right? Yeah, that's what it was.
Awful.
It totally was. It's awful. It's
Porky's
horrible. It's
on
cuts of shit and it's like we've talked about this before.
Oh.
But because the first time they do the thing in the bathroom scene, right? He puts his tongue through the hole. He's like, right?
Yeah.
And then in the final version, the proper version of the movie, the ball buster. What's her name? Was it ball buster?
Beulah.
Beulah. Yes, thank you.
Beulah Ball Breaker.
Ball breaker. Yes, thank you. She talks about the mole on the head of the.
Well, he does
penis.
both in the full version.
No, I know,
He does
but
the tongue
what I'm saying is that they
Yeah.
cut the TV version and they talk about the mole on his tongue. She's like,
there's a mole on there.
that tongue, and it's like totally cut in, had a mole on it. And then she's talking about the dick, but they cut it to sound like it's the tongue.
That's a funny scene though, like because they start the principal starts laughing and the
which doesn't make any sense.
I know we'll have a lineup. We'll put up wanted posters. Have you seen this prick? It was Lexi hanging out in the girls' locker room.
But I mean, it would be like that pin. Like Deadpool is a clearly R-rated movie. R-rated theme. How could they possibly create a family-friendly, fun spot version of Deadpool?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good analogy.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense.
I'm sorry. I know it took me a little while to get back to there, but
no, it's a good. Yeah.
Porky's would make an awesome pin. Stern. But yeah, like how are they going to tone that down to make it like family friendly without putting bleeps in or I mean, thematically, like
Hi,
with
I'm Polly the
modes.
penis, and I just love to have fun.
I'm Polly the tongue. I just
Yeah.
love to have
Yeah.
yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, that's a good point because that movie
I don't
revolves
know.
around.
It's violence and horrible language,
Yeah.
which is funny, but not really. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the American Pie of like 1980.
Right. It totally is. Yeah, it was like actually like Porky.
Although it's better.
American Pie. Like, what was the one in between? Because I swear that there was like a later after Porky's. Where it was
Let's see.
that same theme.
Porky's 2, Porky's 3.
Yeah, right.
Porky's the next day.
Porky's Revenge. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Porky's and Animal House and all the like the raunchy teenage comedies of the 80s are so much more. I mean, 80s in general with the rating system.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, yeah. Post. What was the first PG-13? Was that
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Temple of Doom.
Well, actually, I think that is the one that instigated having a PG-13.
Yeah, because they needed some sort of.
Yes.
Yeah. That was
It was-
Spielberg
It
sponsor.
was Indiana Jones and Gremlins.
Right.
They were both PG movies because I saw them both in the theater actually because I was of that age, and then that's when they came out. I remember reading an article when I was younger that was the first.
We should have something
Oh.
between PG and R.
Yeah,
Oh, so Red Dawn with Patrick Swayze was the first.
saw that in the theater
PG-13.
too.
Yeah.
That was the
No,
first
is that
one.
really PG-13?
Yeah, I remember seeing Gremlins, and when they put the gremlin in the microwave and it explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I remember everybody was like screaming in the theater, and one guy in the back is like yelling, "That's not funny!"
That's cool. There's your first social justice
So
warrior.
gross.
Well, I remember Poltergeist was PG. Remember?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
That one
Like,
scared
they
me.
also like
That was
the
PG.
the gremlin in the fucking blender with its legs spinning around.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
And guts are flying out.
green
yeah.
goo.
I mean, this
Yeah.
is
Green goo shooting up. you know?
yeah.
Well, and how many PG movies had tit in them too? Like
A lot of
Fun.
them.
nudity.
Airplane,
Loved it.
Yeah, lots of them.
Had what in them?
boobies.
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 Look at all the National Lampoon movies, like the first one, and then I think European was PG-13 rating.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was one of the.
like
What was-
Revenge of the Nerds. They were celebrating the Bush.
That's
Yeah.
That was our.
Oh wait,
Was
that
was airplane? Was airplane?
Revenge of the Nerds. The first one was R.
Was
The
R.
First
Okay.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Was airplane
Right.
R or PG?
PG.
PG.
Yeah.
Because they had a booby
Well, that
shot
was
now.
70s.
Everyone's screaming and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Airplane 2 had. Oh no, that didn't. Did that wait, Airplane had boobs in it? Where?
Yeah, just suddenly, some
It was-
woman just walks into the aisle and then runs off. It was a complete.
It's
shock.
when everybody's panicking. Ah! And then the
Wait, well, what airplane when they're walking through the security thing and the guys are watching on this monitors and they're
Well, that
seeing
was Airplane 1.
Was
Welcome
it-
to Tit Talk.
So we're gonna highlight our favorite teenage and preteen movies that involved a flash of nipple.
boobs.
And thus caused a lot of tracking issues on those.
Yeah. It was just that one part that almost was burned out. I don't know.
Oh man,
Like-
it's like
Like
Phoebe
Phoebe
Cates
Cates
in,
coming out of the
yeah.
pool.
And god damn it, we didn't have 8-track players back then, so it was like the eight head or 4-head or whatever they called it. Like,
Yeah.
4-head, right?
It was all like tracking.
No, yeah, no, it was.
And they had the amazing pause where it would pause and didn't have like the 6 lines through her tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny you're talking about a forehead. I'm playing cards with this guy and he got arrested for he was telling me, yeah, I spent some time in jail and I bought some stolen goods. And I'm like, what would you buy? He goes, VCRs. He goes, come on, he goes, they were forehead. I go, what fucking year was this? and he goes, but dude, come on, they were forehead, man. I couldn't pass it up. And I
Yeah.
possession of stolen goods. But and
So
I'm like the only guy that
one head, 2 head. I don't know.
yeah, they were bad. Like you couldn't. And when he said that, I couldn't. We could stop. It broke the ice with this dude. He's like, "Yeah, come on." I go, "Dude, no one at this table would understand it except me and you."
Yeah.
Dude, they were forehead VCRs. I couldn't pass it up. Forehead.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
It was
That
probably
was a thing.
It was a
it was
feature.
probably 19.
Pause, and they looked gorgeous. It was like a
Yeah.
little bit of
Yeah.
jiggle, but like basically the screen was all there.
Yeah, the tracking was not an issue.
I remember. I think it was like 1992. I bought a fancy VCR, and it was like $700. for a freaking VCR.
Yeah.
Wow.
I still own like 4 or 5 VCRs, and I have a Betamax and an 8mm.
Holy shit!
Oh. Hey, Gus
And
in
a
chat.
dungeon.
Did you see what Gus in chat wrote? Gene Wilder and the woman in red showed Kelly LeBrock's bush. It's like for a split second too. Yeah, he gets up out of the bed and you can see it.
Post the screenshot of that because I'm not gonna fucking dig through that.
Oh, damn it. I don't have it in my soundboard.
You guys,
move it in
you guys know who Kelly LeBrock is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wasn't she on like one of the? She got real heavy, and then she was on one of those shows like they try to get like, the old celebrities fit. They get a fit back to the '80s hot. That's weird science, Kelly LeBrock, right?
Yeah.
My
Yep.
Woman in red is Gene Wilder and Gina.
Who can find it first?
Are you sure there's a flash of that?
All right. this shit's gotten serious.
All right, Time Runner, your link. I'm just like,
Sorry.
I found the link. I put it in chat. You guys want to see it?
Okay, good.
Kelly LeBrock.
Wait, that's.
All
right. I'm so glad you posted the link, and I didn't think of that because, like, I would have you guys clicking on some horrible shit right now.
There's no Google.
I'm so glad that was a mock porn.
Yeah.
I would have had like a.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
I found it. I found it for real. I'm just joking.
I would have had like a tranny.
All right, I got it for real. I got it for real here.
And they would have had googly eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had a
It's
few
not enough
vodka
There, Andy.
lemonades
Post it
here.
Yeah, that's definitely '80s. No landing strip there.
right.
Hey, this is the 80s, to quote Ralph Macchio.
Or insanity.
Tiny bit of nickel and a full-on '70s bush. I like it.
Mark's
We've got
correct,
Bush.
link after it,
Yeah,
dude.
right? Totally.
Man down. I want to see some
Diabetes.
Yeah,
Oh, I love that one.
diabetes.
Are you guys tired of looking at this?
No.
Debbie's diabetes.
You guys
I
are
love
still
it.
watching the pies? And he goes,
Is that-
Gosh, he
that's
throw me a
Lamar.
beer, and he puts in his Cheerios, and he's just watching.
Lamar.
That's so
He's a
funny.
cricketer. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's designed to javelin to go along with Lamar's limp versus throwing style.
I did it! Yay! Thank you. I love you all.
I can't wait to get drunk with neck roast for the first time.
All right, so that's gonna be the big deal with Brian because Brian's
It's a
not
date.
drinking right now. So like we got to break basically Brian's not drinking shit.
Who's neck roast?
That won't
That's
be very.
Brian
difficult.
Frober, yeah, Necros Brian.
We met him once.
We broke Steve from Albany's. I don't drink.
That's right.
We met him at Arcade Expo.
And then the
That's
joke
right.
was on us.
Arcade Expo. That's it.
Yep.
Actually,
Leak.
the joke was in the
Leak,
cup.
get in the room. Man.
Yeah.
Bring you and your Elvira poster in here.
And you're
I say we let him go.
your back pussy velvet merkin.
Bring
I
on
can
your
see Paul
merkin.
Rubens being like, "Let's get the Elvira chick to be in my movie. She could be a biker chick." Yeah. I say you let me have him first.
Oh.
You know, I saw that
That
in
one
the theater, right, buddy? I saw that in the theater when I was a little
Goddamn
kid, and my aunt and uncle took us because I forgot why. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna take my brother and I."
There's a good example of a PG movie that could scar children too. Like
What's that?
March scared the fuck out
Oh, that
of me.
was scary.
I remember it being in the theater, and my uncle laughed because me and my brother were both like, "Ah!"
yeah.
You know. But I thought it was the greatest thing ever. That movie was so entertaining.
Part.
And it only gets better
The
with
music.
because of all the adult jokes that are in there and how he makes fun of Hollywood and Universal and all that. Like it's genius. Or is it Warner Brothers? It's Warner Brothers. Yeah. But
And what,
it's a smart movie. It's so good. I mean, the closest thing to that was his last one that he made, the Pee-wee's Vacation. It at least held the same
feeling.
Vacation was really good. Big Top was just okay.
Big Top.
Big Top I didn't like.
It was just okay. Yeah.
It was a different movie. It wasn't.
It wasn't directed by what's his name
Tim
either.
Burton.
Tim Burton. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But did you guys all see the? Because I remember because we had home box office as a young kid.
Did you just call HBO home box
Mhm.
office?
I did a
Home box
flashback.
office.
I purposely said
Holy
that.
crap.
That's the real name of it.
Yeah, when you get the little books, and I couldn't wait, and I'd look every
Oh,
time
yeah,
Superman
yeah.
was on, and I'd watch Superman. You know, it'd have like all the dates that it was on, and then but it was a live stand-up comedy routine with Pee Wee's Playhouse, and then they had Phil Hartman was on there.
That's what I say. He's a co-writer.
Yeah, but it was amazing. It was so hilarious.
Yeah,
Zombie.
Yep.
I mean, Mecca Lecca High, Mecca Honey Ho.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy, Mecca Lecca High, Mecca Johnny Ho.
Yep.
Mole,
Well, he was a reporter in Big Adventure at the
So
end.
Phil Hartman was a co-writer on that entire skit, and then when Pee Wee took it to NBC or whatever it was when they had Pee Wee's Playhouse television show, he didn't get any royalties at all, so he had to take Pee Wee to court and sue him.
Oh man.
Yeah, because Phil Hartman came up with half that shit that's in that whole HBO show. Because he's actually in it. He's Captain Carl in the
right.
Yeah, what does every sailor look for on their mermaid? Are they round? Sometimes.
Yeah. I love
belly
Phil Hartman.
button
I was
here.
so pissed.
Phil Hartman.
I know.
Pissed when he died.
It was
so
great.
mad.
It sucks what happened to him. He was
Did you hear how he
Reno
died
Ride.
exactly?
Yeah,
Oh, it was awful.
his wife. Yeah, his wife
Right.
was.
He-
Yeah,
she was an alcoholic, and he told her, "I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna leave you."
well, he was supporting her. Yeah, because she was like
Yeah.
a failed actress. Yeah, she was a
Every
failed
day he'd
actress.
come home from work and she was sloshed, one of those.
Right.
So unfortunately, he had a gun in the house, so he went to bed and she went and got the gun and shot him in the head while he's sleeping. What a bitch! And then shot herself in the head, dead. And the kids are like, "Wake up! What happened?"
Didn't her boyfriend come over too? Like, didn't her like? Wasn't she? I thought she had a side piece that came over.
Oh,
too.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
I
doubt
thought
it.
Not sure.
Rogan talks about that all the time on his show. Joe Rogan, not to pretend like we're friends, but yeah.
Oh, Joe Rogan, you're crazy.
Yeah,
I
buddy
like his
Joe,
podcast.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan is an awesome podcast. Yeah.
It is, yeah. It's my,
I didn't hear that one though, but I wouldn't doubt it.
Rogan, you're crazy.
So yeah, so he had to take Pee Wee to court though over that, and I think he won, or they might have settled. But yeah, because Pee Wee was just like reaping in all this money. Oh, this is mine. It's like no,
Right.
no. Hold back there.
like Crest of the Clown. He's mine and all his exclusive merchandise rights. Like,
Yeah.
I watched. What was it last Christmas? They had on Netflix. They had the Pee Wee's Christmas or whatever, the old '80s Pee Wee's Playhouse special. I watched that. I was pretty tipsy, and I was just laughing. I was like,
it's
"Oh my
weird.
god, it's so
So
freaking
weird.
weird."
It's like the Max Headroom holiday special. That's fucking weird too.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know we've talked about it in the show before. I'm positive we have, but like the MTV Music Awards that came right after Pee Wee or Paul Rubens got busted for the whole thing.
Oh,
He walks up on
totally
stage
remember
and
that.
he's like, "Heard any good jokes lately?"
That was the best thing he could have done, man.
Oh my god, that was
That was the
perfect. He just
best.
diffused the whole fucking thing in like
It
one
did.
shot.
It just ended it right
It
there.
was brilliant.
Yeah.
That was just, and there was a terrible Pee Wee impression. I
Yeah.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's hard to do Pee Wee.
yeah. And I'm a baritone. I can't do Paul Rubens.
Here's a useless trivia knowledge for you from Steve Weston.
You are, but what am I?
So uncredited, Paul Rubens does the Pee Wee voice in the old Star Tours ride at Disneyland. Never
He
got
also does
credited
play
for
the
it.
navigator.
And oh, that's right. Yeah, he's in that too. But yeah, the Star Tours ride, the original Star Tours, the robot that couldn't fly the ship was done by Paul Rubens. You can watch it on YouTube. It's out there.
Wow.
But he did the voice of the whole part. What's that?
My good
I
friend
totally did Star
Pee-wee.
Tours back in the day.
Yeah.
Disneyland. Yeah.
So if you still go on Star Tours, the newer Star Tours, that robot is in the droid factory kind of area, and he comes on once in a while, and you'll hear clips from the old ride. He'll go, oh no, comets, oh, and then it shuts off, and then it's off for like a minute or two, and then he comes back on and goes, "This is your first ride? Well, it's mine too." And then he goes out again. He says different clips from the ride, from the old ride.
Right.
Oh, there's Elvira.
The android alien thing.
That furry cleavage.
She's back.
It's a package deal.
Why you guys always make me come on?
Make you come?
Well,
you better make yourself come, pal.
Hey, you guys, this is a family show.
Oh, so speaking of Pee-wee though, like what was it? Like maybe 2 years ago, my parents were at a garage sale and someone was selling the entire like VHS set of Pee-wee's Playhouse. And my dad bought it.
What's your dad pay for original VHS?
I don't know. It was like $5 or something.
Player.
Yeah,
$5.
Well,
wow,
Andrew, you don't understand my dad though. He's living in the past, like big time. He still, up until like a year ago, he was still recording shows onto VHS tapes. The only reason why he quit doing that is because now with digital cable. You can't do that.
He's hitting the VCR Plus code. Like, why won't this record? God damn it!
Oh, believe me, I was helping him for a long time, and
like, fuck your
VCR Plus code. I love that.
I'm telling my fucking sister, I'm like, we need to buy our dad a DVR. Like, we need to get
get him up to speed because they don't know.
So bad.
Like, my goddamn TV doesn't have.
Well, then I get complaints just like 10, 15, 20 years ago, it'd be the same complaints like, oh, I forgot to change the clock for daylight savings. I missed the recording of Star Trek. Like my dad would record Next Generation episodes on VHS tapes and he'd catalog them. And even though
dude, you need to buy your dad just a fucking membership of Netflix.
Oh, I did.
All on Netflix.
Oh, I know, but I'm talking. I mean, that's just an example. But yeah, he actually used up until like a few months ago. He was just sharing my membership because I have like the whatever where you can have 4 devices.
Right.
So. But yeah, so he was still recording stuff on VHS tape like a year ago.
Wow.
I love that.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Oh my god.
How about that?
That's how him and my mom would watch like NCIS.
That's a good combo. Yeah, NCIS has probably recorded a lot on VHS. It's their target audience.
It's perfect.
They love Gibbs.
Yeah.
See, ever gonna?
That's got to be like the longest running series of all time, isn't it?
Oh no.
I mean, not Simpsons. I mean, excluding Simpsons, but they're like on the 16th, 17th season. No, I suppose what's Law and Order is pretty old though too, isn't it?
The original Law and Order
was 20 or 21, I think, for Law.
And it doesn't count if you change the whole cast and shit. Does it even count anymore as the same series?
Well,
I don't think so.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a great.
So what series has gone the longest with the original cast?
SVU.
The Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Oh,
what about? How about MASH? Yeah, MASH was pretty long too.
Cheers. Cheers. How long did Cheers?
Long time.
Well,
all right, you guys. What's the name of the?
Frasier went along.
Frasier's only like 7.
11. No, really? No, it was 11. It was 11 and matched Cheers.
Okay.
I just MASH the longest running shows of Simpsons, Gunsmoke, Law and Order, Lassie, Family Guy.
Wait, spoilers. Thanks for looking at our brains.
Gunsmoke. That's right. You forgot about that. Jeez.
How much you want for that? How much you want for that phone sign behind you, please?
The what? Oh, I'm not selling that. You're not from Michigan?
$50.
Michigan Bell.
Oh, it's Michigan Bell. No, I don't want that shit.
What did you think it was, Dave?
I thought it was like telephone. I didn't know it was
Michigan.
Yeah, I was like, what do you want with that?
Hey, Bleak, does your wife mind that you have a big Elvira thing in your office?
She's the one that wanted it.
She's the one that pulled it.
Dude, I can't wait. I'm gonna get to meet Gleek's wife next.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, in a couple weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, no, just to Denver.
I'm gonna call her Elvira.
Yeah, in just a few weeks, I'm gonna get to meet Gleek's clan.
That's fine. She's not coming.
wow.
to-
Did you say clan or clam?
What? Oh, wow.
What?
I thought this was a family
Jim,
show.
Jim, say something.
That was fucking on point, dude.
When has this ever been a family show, for Christ's sake?
not a family show. Well, it depends on your family, maybe.
Yeah.
We were
Dysfunctional
talking about
family show.
Manson
we were talking TikTok. Carrie, you missed it. It was TikTok.
Manson family.
We had our little segment about
Yeah. Go ahead and try
movies
to
that
cover
had
that
tits.
shit up as much as you can. But
You-
you just talked about his wife's pussy.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't use that word.
You did.
Oh, now,
Come on.
Oh, he
See,
might-
I'm sorry, you were talking about what? I couldn't-
And we broke up there for a second.
yeah.
Yes. Dave wanted to buy that
What?
sign behind Mike's.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the reception's really bad. Bye, Dottie.
Wait, so wait, how much for the Michigan phone fucking sign?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Not for sale.
Well,
If
Mike
that
sold all his
player's
games.
good, he'll trade
Hey, congratulations, Mike, on selling all your games. That's great. You got. Hopefully, you got close to what you wanted, and it's easier dealing with one seller. Did he pick them up yet? Paid you, or is that deal falling through the hole?
No.
Speak faster, Dave. Fast.
I know.
Faster.
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 Yeah, and Dave, why is Gyrus backwards?
Is he mirrored?
Every time is he mirrored? Is that what's going on? Because Gyrus, every time that I see this logo, it's like backwards.
Who, Gak or Dave?
No, Dave.
Oh no, it looks fine to me.
That looks fine to me.
Oh, it's the side of it. That's
When he was just talking, it was like Gyrus, but the G was on the right, and it was backwards. All right, sorry. Maybe it was just
You're
weird.
just cross-eyed again.
All just happened
happens.
with beer. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just
It'll work
cross-eyed
itself
like,
out.
Yeah.
Speaking of cross-eyed, Cax. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Everybody,
Wait.
Sarah went to bed.
Oh,
All right, so we're good. We're fine. Go ahead.
Well, so
They get to
Mike,
did
About the
and all that
clams.
stuff.
Gleek, did your
Pubic
games
hairs, whatever you
gone?
want to talk about.
The clam.
I want to know.
joke
I want to know
centered
if Gleek's games are gone. Did the guy pick them
No,
up?
I'm trying to talk.
All right.
let the
This
poor
turns
man
into a
speak.
shit show.
Thank you, Carrie.
Yes.
What do you think this is?
Night, guys. Talk to y'all next week.
All right, later, Leo.
Later, Leo.
Next time to Pawn's Up. See ya.
Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. And thank
So
you.
after two flake, one guy did commit, and he did not pick him up. I had to deliver him. Paid me to deliver. I've never
Oh, all right,
delivered
not
games.
that bad.
And
not that
packing
big,
up 5 games was not the easiest thing to do. So,
Yeah.
funny
Did you
thing
rent a
is,
truck?
we rented the U-Haul.
Okay.
360 miles round trip.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Oh my
So,
God. You fucking
Another
delivered
thing
them.
was, here's something interesting for everybody listening. Actually, I rented a stair climber. You know, one of those fancy things that climb the stairs, picks up the game for you, and
Oh,
you just
Oh,
don't have to do
yeah.
anything.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Stairmaster. I'm like, have you started working out?
Yeah.
No, worst thing ever in the world.
Wait.
I
Like a
might-
Stairmaster, you had to drag up like an arcade
Yeah.
game behind you, but it just goes on
I-
forever.
I might have rented Stairmaster.
That sounds like a proper full body workout.
There's a tournament idea right
Yeah,
there.
it was.
There you go. Yeah, it'd be a Stairmaster. You got to drag up the shit and
Dude,
Sign this
Oh my
waiver
God.
form.
big fat tires.
I didn't decide to wait for form.
Yeah. New Grinkers game.
Yeah,
It's like a
Paul
obstacle course.
Steve's the arcade game.
Obstacle course.
How
You got a whole game
How
around
many
it.
floors can you make it? Yeah.
Dude, it's like the fireman Olympics. We got the fucking games. You gotta get a spy hunter of 40 steps.
That's right. And we can
No.
increase the game's weight as you keep going
Yeah.
up.
Got a record
Yes.
breaking turnout of 2. That would sign.
Yeah.
It's like a stupid club.
Take a look at it.
Like Bunga Bunga.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And we get the most out of shape arcade guys with the when I got the spy hunter, I had a big fucking dude who's got muscles down. He was like, "Ah!" and I'm like, I'm on the top. I'm like,
Now we know that this is the real reason why Brad's been losing weight. He's been training for this all year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know Matt Hall can play some fucking arcade games, right? But how many fucking flights of steps
He's got nothing on Ken House.
Ken House would drag a fucking spy hunter up like 1,700 floors.
People are either going to die or pass out. One of the
Hey, that would be a good arcade challenge, like arcade lifting. Up and down the stairs. How far could you go?
All right, or the crazy climber version would be how high can you try?
One step for me.
So all right, so let's get back to Gleek here real quick.
Yeah, so meanwhile, 360
miles. So how much did you get profit? Forget whatever you rented the truck to deliver because you had to pay to rent. So did you get an extra 200 or 300? Or 500? It was just worth doing the deal to one seller. At least I'm done with all of the games.
Yeah, it came out to be it was worth doing the deal, even though we had to deliver it. I broke even with the expenses with the U-Haul truck. He gave me, I think, 100 for my time, I guess, in gas and stuff like that. So I just gave that to my buddy. So all in all, I think it was a fair deal.
Oh, because you sold them all at once. Yeah, it's like, all right, you help me do this. At least it's one, and I'm getting all the money for all my games, and it's
and I'm going to Grinkers. The guy sent me to Grinkers, so you can thank him, the buyer. So I'll buy my tickets soon. I just haven't had time to buy it yet.
So when you delivered the games, was there anything you was sort of disappointed in, and then you were going to be like, "Oh God, like is he going to try and get money off of this?"
No, I will act. No, he didn't. We didn't. What do you call that? I don't know what you call it when you
haggle.
People down.
Yeah,
Heckle,
nickel and dime you.
Haggle.
Because he agreed sight unseen, and you brought him. But when you're looking at him and you're there, it's not like you shipped them. He can be like, "Oh God, dude, I didn't."
So he agreed, and when we unwrapped them all one by one, when we unloaded off the U-Haul truck, we plugged them in and we made sure they worked. I showed him all the nicks and knacks of each one of them,
But they all worked.
Except one, the Indiana Jones, and that was a project. So he knew that was a project going into it. So
okay, but the other four were working.
Yeah,
and you were like,
and it was funny. Kangaroo was the only one we couldn't plug in to test that was 100% working. But we lost a plug to it somehow. It came out of the Molex and the Atari power supply at the bottom. And I'm like, well, I can tell you it 100% works. I don't know where the cable went, but it's not hard to put one in. So
wait. So Dave, are you like struggling with the echo?
Yeah.
Are you struggling with the whole oh, I just got a game sight unseen. What's this smell?
Huh? Oh no, there was no smell.
No smell, no tell, Scotch.
Fire escape question. Dave seems very interested in the sight unseen concerns for shipping games.
Oh no! I'm just saying he's there, and then if something doesn't work and you take pictures and you're right there, the guy can beat you down because you're right there. And it's like, oh, you didn't take a picture of this, and I'm like, oh God, I didn't even think about it. Like it's not Mike's fault. It's just like, oh fuck, I didn't think about this one photo. Because he's right there. I'm thinking the guy's going to be like, but he was happy.
Yeah, those games actually were on his want list. He's been wanting those for quite a while, and I guess kind of got lucky with my 5 combos, and he wanted all those. So,
and it worked out that you delivered it, but it's worth that you broke even. It's like, all right, it's just my time, but it's one seller and one buyer. I mean. You can just
I took a friend and my wife with along the road. We stopped at a brewery. I bought everybody dinner. It was cool.
Nice.
What was one thing? He had a nice arcade. He's not a clover. He doesn't go on the sites and stuff like that. He's a real busy guy. Even
so you had it on Craigslist or something, and that's how he got a hold of you.
He saw it on Club actually, so he's like a lurker. So,
okay.
Okay.
He's just not an active.
No, that's what I was, because you always look at your seller, your buyer, and you're like, who is this guy? I'm like, wow, this guy doesn't post at all. I'm like,
it says new poster, but they joined like 12 years ago.
Yeah, right.
So,
I see that.
Like, what the fuck? You have 2 posts, and both of them are in this thread.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you join 12 years ago?
You've had 15 posts over the last 10 years.
Yeah, I initially listed my games kind of high. I didn't really want to get rid of them.
Kind of like
a gag post, like give me all your money and then I'll sell my games.
So it's like my color tapper. Everyone's saying, I go, I want $3,000, or it's not leaving. I don't want to sell it, but if you give me
I only
$3,000, I'll sell it.
sold Puyin before, and I'm gonna miss my Popeye the most, believe it or not.
But
they
why you
wanted
miss
to
a
share
typewriter?
Popeye.
Wait,
I
you,
like the
you just call it Popeye?
Popeye. I'm
Popeye.
from Michigan.
So you say Popeye.
Yeah.
I say big.
Sam says Popeye.
What?
And the rest of the world says Popeye because there's 2 O's in it.
Popeye.
Yeah, but Andrew, I say big.
Well, it's Popeye because his eyes popped out.
Okay. Anyways,
Popeye.
Popeye was.
Oh.
No. So it's back to Jim's. I love the different sort of pronunciations. It's like the Mario thing that
Mario.
Right. So,
That's
but like
cool.
it always occurs to me because like I've only heard 2 pronunciations of Popeye, which is Popeye, which
is
what they fucking say in the goddamn cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's Sam's version, which is Popeye, and I can't find an I in fucking Popeye.
Yeah.
Like, where's the letter I and the So figure that
Where's
out.
the letter U?
And then you just said
Popeye. It's
Ah.
like a puppy.
like a puppy.
Poppy.
Right?
Yeah.
That is pronunciation number 3 for one sorely hated game. And I'm just All right, so I didn't mean to derail. I just like fuck.
That was funny,
That
Durant.
was
That was good.
Yeah.
Made me cry.
It's actually I.
Yeah.
The original, creators.
I.
Yeah, so I had my Braze kit in it.
I.
And when we turned on the
I.
It's that time of the night.
Jim,
You
stop making me laugh.
right to be heard.
Oh yeah.
I.
There you go.
Well, I think it's time for another drink.
I.
Hey. No.
He's strong to the finish.
Boy, is the show like fucking derailed.
Well,
All right, so there was a Braze kit in.
It's 11:42 my time, and I'm like, why am I? Oh wait, we started like an hour early.
Right. Braze kit was in Popeye, and
Be
I
sure
turned
to
it
set your
on.
clocks back an hour. Wait, no.
All 5 of my high scores were up there, and I'm like, damn, why am I selling this? But
Why did you sell it? Popeye. I would love.
They
a
are
Popeye.
not hard to obtain, though. I mean, that has to be
They're
the
not
most
hard to
attainable
obtain.
Nintendo classic era.
yeah, they're not cheap anymore either. So
No, they used to be like $200-300 bucks.
$400.
Yeah.
Like working
Yeah,
in beautiful
rightly
condition.
so.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a
Well,
good game.
I need
Now
this
they're
space.
like
30,
300. I'm just kidding.
32 games into this. It's way too many games for my house and my storage unit. So it's nice to get 5 and have room finally. It's nice to have money for drinkers in Denver and
So Gleek,
other-
have we seen you do a walkthrough of your arcade?
No, because it physically can't be
Because he
done.
can't open the door.
It's not possible.
to have it.
Yeah, right.
You can play the 2 games that are on the end, and if you want to play the others, you
I
gotta
did that.
play Tetris.
Like you could do a really awesome like walkthrough of a TI 99 4A.
Yeah, I can't. But I sent Brad
With the lights off.
either a video or some pictures of my 2 arcade areas. So
Oh yeah, when we
Right,
when
when
we
we
did
did
the
the thing.
episode where we showed
Yeah.
each other's game rooms, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
so
that.
my basement
Right.
is just filled because we had a basement full of stuff. So we got a storage shed to get rid of that stuff. Then I got arcade games down there, make it more movable. So it's like a work in progress to get rid of a lot of things. So and
Blah,
think
blah,
a
blah,
lot of-
excuses.
Collectors have that dilemma.
no, it's a collector. I
Mock
took-
nude legacy
You can say
preview.
that.
I click on that link. I think I have an idea. I'm going to see some nakedness.
well,
Oh,
if
that.
any of
Yeah.
you guys took over your parents' home, it kind of comes with stuff. So that's the process. We're getting rid of things. So
Yes, that was like one of the most talked about scenes from the early 90s.
That's like Blu-ray, like capture.
what's that?
You can see the hood.
Oh god. Jesus Christ.
Cheese and rice.
Ah.
Mm.
Well,
Calling Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard.
So wait, someone.
I saw.
Oh, go ahead, Mike.
I saw this house. I put the picture in IRC. I don't know what the fuck kind of house this is. I've never seen a house built like that. It looks like
It's
7 nipples.
Bunch of boobs.
Yeah. This is the Google's eye view of this.
That's a
what
that's
the
a-
hell? Kind of,
It's
And-
sort of
and from the-
geodesic. Wait, is that where you're staying at Grinkers? Because
No.
I just came.
Oh.
me and Necro,
And do you need to clean up?
That's cool. I got paper towel.
So
I got a paper towel.
but
I
from the
really
Don't
ground,
worry about me.
it's something out of like Tatooine from Star Wars. So
yeah,
was it-
basically Tunisia, right? That's like Tunisia.
that was the
Terrible
5
joke.
games loaded up in the U-Haul. They were all wrapped up in by my wife and strapped onto the U-Haul. That was cool. She gets involved with this stuff. It's kinda
Strap
neat.
on, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Strap
funny.
on.
They still look like breasts.
Strap off.
Off.
Strap off. Strap off. The strapper.
Oh boy, what
And I just came again.
That's
I'm
like
not-
Hope you
I'm
have
the
all
only
the
dirty
paper
one
towels
in here.
available.
there's my dad with
Thanks, guys.
my brother.
Ah. Oh,
That's
look
an
at that.
interesting mask.
Is it leather?
Halloween.
Oh, man.
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
Oh, wow.
It's like some
Oh.
new version of the scary foam Hulk.
Well, anything to draw your attention away from that hideous couch.
Yeah, he's got
He is.
like 70 shit, man.
You could drop a pizza on it and no big deal.
Yeah, right.
Washing
It just
Probably
blended right in.
first slice
It just
tucked away in
soaked
there.
right in.
Creepy family. Yeah.
Which one's Cleek? Cleek, are you the one with you covering your eyes, or are you the other guy?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the one on the right.
Oh, speaking
Oh,
of
yeah,
pizza,
you're-
we'll have to make a run for some frozen pizzas at Grinkers again.
Oh my God. Yes, we will. We'll have to stock up. That was so
Wait,
much fun.
Where's your uncle's fingers?
Yeah.
This is
Uncle Fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, stop it, Jesus Christ!
Stop it. Stop it.
all right.
What's wrong with you?
I'm pretty sure that we actually started and then
I think
interrupted
we need to
Brad.
end this.
Well, yeah, we're real there, but like we had one last topic, which is Brad pick update. Where have been the picks?
Yeah,
from
Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
What can we do to encourage Brad to like show some pictures which are not?
Hi, Brad. You always knew. I thought you were cute.
Brad, show us the pictures,
What's that
Brad.
from, Jim?
Is that Money Pit where he's
That might be
in a
another
hole?
Fast Times reference.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
Hey,
how
I
cute I
found
always
a
thought you
picture of
were.
Brad recently.
Boom.
Lost some weight.
Yeah.
Got a little goatee going now.
Are you gonna post a picture of Joe?
That's funny, for you, Brad.
Hi, Brad.
30.
Oh my God.
Andrew knows what.
He's been
I gotta
losing
look
weight.
that up now.
I couldn't resist.
Jesus Christ!
But that's some guy from.
Here
All
we
right,
go,
so-
Mark.
There we go. Dun, dun.
We have
Bow.
really descended into a different place for the show.
You know how cute I always thought you were.
This is the dark side of the. We start out on the light side, we end up on the dark side of the show.
Wait, so should we start doing a bonus content show?
Yeah, last
Like
time
the paid for content when we were all really fucked up.
Oh,
when we
weird.
were
That's
off
a
air,
TV
everybody
version.
wanted to know what was going on.
This is why Sarah goes to bed at 9.
Yeah, maybe the bonus version is us actually talking arcade shit.
No,
Yeah.
no. Nobody wants to hear that.
That's a little rare.
Nobody wants to hear this either.
Nobody
Hair and everything.
Nobody's
There's
gonna
a
pay
bunch of shit,
$1 a
and
month.
Nobody wants to hear about,
arcade shit.
my solenoids. No.
Or Kelly LeBrock's bush.
Well, at our age, solenoids, they can fail every once in a while.
Yeah, and then they cost fucking $225 for a new one. Jesus.
Wow.
Mhm.
Is that what a
Yeah.
fucking prescription?
You know what's fucked
to-
up in the in the Blu-ray release of Woman in Red, they cropped the 16:9, and you can't see Kelly LeBrock's bush. They cut it off.
That's bullshit.
Yeah,
Upper. You know how they can crop? They crop up from 4:3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't see it. She
The
gets out
same
of bed.
shit happened. The same shit
Yeah.
happened actually in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. The VHS, you can see the chain coming out from the bottom of the.
Oh yeah, totally.
of
Yeah,
his
you can
bike.
see it. Like it's a total like yeah.
And then with the widescreen when
they
he's
cut it
shooting up
off.
his bike
Yeah.
at the mall.
Oh, his bike.
You can actually see
he
the
pulls
chain
out the
being fed.
impossible long
It's
thing.
hilarious.
But
You
it's
can
coming
see
from
it
the
being
bottom. You
fed.
can totally see
Yeah.
it being fed. Yeah.
But then
Was the guy jerking off to Kelly LeBrock in the Fast Times? Was that the same guy in Caddyshack?
No.
No.
He wasn't the
And,
caddy.
that's- and you're getting movies confused because LeBrock is not in Fast Times. That's Phoebe Cates.
No, he's talking about the guy. He's talking about the guy.
Yeah.
No, that's Judd Nelson. That's
Judd Nelson. Or not Judd Nelson. That's Judge
Or,
Reinhold.
Judge Reinhold. That's right.
Okay, but you know the caddy I'm talking about in Caddyshack, though, right? Tall
Yeah,
blonde guy.
Mike.
Nate Hayes guy.
Okay, yeah, different guy then. Okay. Cool.
Timmy.
All right, so it's been a great show. We ready to shut down?
Yeah,
The fuck
I
you
guess
put
so.
I mean, just take the live shit off air. If you guys want to hang out, then please do.
So that's funny. Security One comes in our chat. Does he? Oh, he was talking a little bit. Interesting.
Bitches leave.
So does the big question is, does he have some sort of webcam, and would he join us sometime? Because I think it'd be. I mean,
Yeah,
I
he-
talked to you.
absolutely
At
invite him
Grinkers,
to the
it would be
His
pretty
name's
cool.
Peter, I believe.
His name is Peter, and I spent like a lot of time talking about.
Yeah, he and his wife are awesome.
I have purchased many a cap kit from Peter.
Right, we've all spent money at Arcade Parts and Repair.
I think I actually have a gift certificate I've never spent there, which I
I have gifts
because I have a
certificates I've
disco
never spent
monitor. Which,
elsewhere.
fuck that monitor.
Yeah, right.
I will say this: Peter sure knows how to use gift certificates. He's got a good system.
He works.
So
He's still in business.
He's got these like codes you can enter in, and
They work.
amazing.
Peter, I would ask that you consider joining us some evening early on in the show before we get to the point where
Now,
this.
And hopefully
and-
he will watch this segment now that he's left the IRC.
oh shit!
he's
has he
been
already
there a
left?
few times before, but yeah, he's gone.
All right. Yeah. All right. Darn it. Well, maybe we can reach out at
Well, I think
Grinkers if nothing else. He
he's
always
there.
comes.
Yeah, if he's there, make sure you point him out because I have no clue who he is.
White hair.
Right here.
Yeah,
Yeah, middle-aged dude.
it looks like
This-
all of us.
Shorter, not very tall.
Yeah, he doesn't have the arcade as much of
Hey,
the arcade
nobody's
build.
gonna have to reach out to Buffett. You know, we got to make amends, and we got hopefully he shows up at Grinkers and let's smoke a peace
I
pipe
feel
together.
like he
You know.
came back though. I don't know. Maybe I'm just hallucinating.
Well, who's the last one to
been
talk to him? Was that?
I might just be really busy doing stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, because he missed a lot of shows before the.
It's happened before, yeah.
So,
I missed a lot of shows. I'm not mad at you.
yeah.
All right, I accidentally, totally on purpose. I'm sorry, but it was the joke. And it was after I had stopped the broadcast. I will take credit for this because it was mine. I was running the show like I am tonight, like Brad should be, but I'm becoming the new Brad. So
Don't put it that way.
Can I put in a suggestion?
So I did after we stopped. I'm waiting. We'll come back to you, Steve. I did stop broadcast, and then after that, everyone fucking bailed. It was Jim Carrey and I, and then I clicked on Brad's name and I did click to kick him. He had not said a word the entire fucking show, and I just thought it was funny. And then like 2 minutes later, we all left. There was no one left in the channel to talk to.
Yeah.
But apparently he tried to reconnect back to it, and he was like kicked and banned. But Buffett, it was never a ban. There was never any intentional to hurt. Like literally, like if you tried to join 120 seconds later, there would have been no channel to join. It would have been over. We were done. I went to bed. Everyone went to bed.
Yeah, he's an old school guy who could fix a mean monitor when it comes to
Yes.
down.
Yes, and we all love Buffett. Like, there's no question here. Like, this is not like a personal thing against Mike. Mike, we really like you, and if you're holding back on joining the show again, and we're seeing not the princess bouncing boobies.
Hey, I've been kicked twice from Brad. All right.
I've
if you want to talk about being banned and kicked,
all right, I'm gonna kick
nice.
all you motherfuckers tonight, and it'll just be like
It's even.
Brad will be even, and then someone can kick me next time.
I've had one up on you.
All right, I'm gonna kick
I was
all.
playing my